It's time for my midnight show. 13 minutes past the hour, something like 85% battery. Go to my channel dashboard. Go to my channel. Patriots sound so food right now. Great typo. I left a like. I don't always do that. It's, you know what? It's cold. It's cold. And the joints hurt. It's low pressure. I ate salmon. This still some salmon left. Okay. Can't wait to finish it with some fresh iceberg lettuce, raw bell pepper, tomato, pink onions, some creamy sauce, maybe a little spinach if I can dig it out the bottom of the salad. I was just watching a McDonald's propaganda about black millionaires. Thank you, McDonald's. There's only 200 black-owned McDonald's. That's what he's harping at, from 400 at best. There's 400. So yeah, the Patriots are so exciting. I'm gonna drink a toast to the Patriots. That 7th seed could go to a team with a losing record, but I was calculating my final playoff standings this week. And as long as the Jags don't run away with the 7th seed, we could still see the Bengals hit the 7th seed. Yeah, that's right. Technically, the Bengals are going for the 7th seed. Did the Bengals get the tiebreaker on the Jags? I think so. Is that the only game Joe Burrow wasn't hurt that he won? Let me double check. Double check. Clicking on Bengals. Yeah, week 2, Joe Burrow got hurt versus the Jags. Now it's like Tony Khan feels guilty. The Jags gonna slowly just pretend they're gonna drop out of the playoff race. They're gonna give. They know that's our spot. I'd like to be a Duval and act stupid, but the South, no wild cards from the South. Nope, not by my calculations. It'll be 2 NFC North teams. And the NFC West team. The Seahawks, the Bears, and Packers will be wild cards. And the AFC, Buffalo was a wild card. The Chargers are a wild card. And that 7th seed could go to a team with a losing record. It could come down to the final. The Bengals winning the division with 8-9 on the final week, and that's just winning their own division with a losing record. There's still potential for a wild card with a losing record. And it boils down to who the Patriots want to play. And we could end up with a Chargers-Rams Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong, okay? We can get the rematch of '85. We can get the rematch in '95. The crazy amount of rematches available in this particular playoff bracket is just insane. Five of these teams would be Patriot rematches. That means six teams right there are looking for a rematch. Without even touching the other. I think the Patriots are really, they look a lot like the '85 Patriots. Good enough to win the AFC. But nobody is going to stop the NFC in the Super Bowl this year. It'll be most likely the Rams. I love the ears. I love my Yeti. You can't see it. I love my Yeti. Where's it say? It's time. When I gulp it, there's 25 gulps. Yeah, show the gulp some love. I love to gulp my Yeti. Here we go. 10 gulps. You love your edging streak, okay? The Patriots are 3-2 in their last 5 Super Bowls. I think they'll be 3-3. Patriots might most likely have the bye. We'll be playing at home in the second round. Conditions that nobody can win in. The Chargers will be a wild card team. I have Cincinnati in the playoffs, and it's crazy. I think Buffalo will beat Cincinnati in the playoffs in the first round. In the second round, Buffalo will go to LA, beat the Chargers. Now the Colts in the first round play at home. Versus somebody, they won't be on the road. Unless they lose in the division. And they'll be playing Denver and the Colts. So the Colts will beat Denver in the first round. Easy call. The Colts will not face a divisional opponent. I wish I kept my bracket open, but I closed my bracket. Okay, 10 more gulps on the beer, Ted. We're at 7 views in 11 minutes. Dead channel routine in effect. The rare can in the trash. I love hamstring curls. I don't do them a lot. When I burp, half of the burp came out. 33%. That was a 33%. Ice Piss is live. I'm gonna click on Ice Piss. RV road trip 4 or 5 days across Texas. I'm not gonna click. Satisfied by reading. Did Drake May paint his face tonight? I'm looking at Drake May images. No face paint. He's the type of guy that doesn't need it, yeah. He looks like goddamn Brock Lesnar. So, am I 20 gulps down on my beer? Should I get all that? Cheers, everybody, to the Patriots. The worst case scenario in this playoffs would honestly be Detroit, because they have no prior history. Maybe Detroit and the Chargers. Those are only teams that are going to make. The Bears are going to make it, but they have one Super Bowl. The Jags could come in with the 7th seed. So a 7th seed in the AFC will be competing for their first Super Bowl, and the Dolphins can still make it. Okay, the Dolphins are 3-7. The Bengals are 3-6. Thankfully, the Bengals have had their bye. The Bengals have 7 games left. 8 games left. Right? Yeah, Bengals have 8 games. They could finish 11-6. The Dolphins, they can still only finish 10-6. So I'm telling you, the Jags are going to fall off, and the Chiefs will fall off. So the Chiefs can still win 13 games. The Jags can still win 13, but they'll probably win 10. And if the Bengals can win every single game they have left, they'll have 11. They'll be hosting in the first round versus it depends on what this. It's very likely that even the Steelers should. I mean, honestly, the Steelers and Bengals have the same role in the playoffs. It's a guarantee that there's going to be a game in the AFC North. They get home field advantage. They get that Pittsburgh or Cincy or Baltimore they will probably lose the game. I'm calling the AFC North to be eliminated. None of their teams are good. So the Chargers will beat the Bengals again. The Chargers don't need to do that. They've done that in my lifetime. Phillip Rivers can beat the Chargers. I don't know why I'm getting so many gulps out of my beer. I love my NFL predictions. It's a wrap up. How many teams can I officially eliminate? The top 12 in the AFC are still all in it. The Texans are in the 9th seed, but are the Texans really competing to be a 11 or 1 team? At best, the Texans can win 12 games. They already beat the 49ers, right? So they've really already beaten the highest level guy they could by 11 points. I'm looking at that Texans schedule. They got to play at the Titans. I picked the Titans to beat the Texans next week because the AFC is so shit. Nobody ever has a winning record. They're not. Well, it's a crap football. Crap football. What up with the hat? It's the finest thing I ever owned. It's the only nice thing I have. But Dory is nice too. I mean, I can put my Dory on my hat. Dory loves my hat. She recognizes quality. Otherwise, I'm doing an audition. It's mink. It's so smooth. My 85-year-old neighbor at the elevator was looking at my hat, so I took it off and I started rubbing it on his hand. I raped him with my minks. Yeah. If you get too close to me while I'm wearing my hat, I will touch it to you. Grandpa went to Russia in 1990, but technically he might have went to Ukraine. I know he didn't go to Moscow. I think it's from Ukraine. Rom. I spelled Rom incorrectly. Come on, tap up my show. Help me get my subs up. Super dope. I'm trying to calculate who's going to be in the Super Bowl, okay? We could see Patriots versus Niners. Because is there anything better than a Patriot Super Bowl? Do you think Trump wants the Patriot? No, Trump officially got a Pittsburgh Steeler. Trump is number 57, right? You don't watch baseball. You dare be? Cut 80%. 80%. Of 0%. Any 0% is a speed run over. 0% haircut. Puka Nakua. Puka. My friend in LA, we used to hit the meth pipe and he'd call it Pookie. Pookie. Can I call Puka Nakua Pookie? Can I? He's my little Puka Nakua. Pookie. You don't need, the Dodgers dominate baseball so hard you don't need to watch. Pookie is the crack pipe man. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Puka Nakua. You can smoke a crack at SoFi Stadium in the top row. Nobody's gonna. You think they're watching the top row? I've never seen anybody get busted in the top row. Puka Nakua. Dude's fucking smoke. He's cracking NFL defenses. We're afraid Sam Darnold has the formula. The Seahawks should be at least 40. Somebody's going to score 49, 42, 49. 6 touchdowns. 7 times 7. 6 touchdowns versus 7 touchdowns. That's a prediction. They call it, in Cincinnati, it's a rose. So pick up a rose at the gas station. Are you new? I'm famous Ted, bro. Are you new? He didn't know I'm famous. I'm famous Ted. Yeah, you want to see you want to look at, you maybe have heard about the white boy dreads. Nice to meet you, thank you. Yeah. The tips fall apart. I need a professional advice for dreadlock tip control. Until then, I'm just lipping the split ends, but it's long like a piece of bacon. It's as thicker than bacon. Thicker than bacon, dude. I live. No, it's. Okay, so I spent 4 years in Cincinnati, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014. All 4 years. Yeah, sure. I've never seen real cocaine. Okay. I had 2 black girls three black girls. Two black girls picked me up in a car, drive me around the bank, straight to the ATM machine. The one in the back seat put cocaine on below her belly button. A very small bump. I was like, wow, that's the smallest bump I've ever been laid out. Okay. It's only 1 square mile. See, a lot of people live on the, but Cincinnati is 1 square mile. It's not that big a city. I read that in the chat. And I've been downtown Indianapolis. It's 1 square mile. That's the only part I've been. I don't walk around outside the suburbs of Cincinnati or Indianapolis. I walk to Kentucky, take a bridge, walk across to Kentucky. Good fun. See movies in Kentucky, AA meetings in Kentucky. I got my first night at the Holiday Inn in Kentucky. That's the only time I ever slept all night in Kentucky. The first time I went in 2011 to Cincinnati, I got out at the Greyhound station and I started going south. I didn't try to walk north up into Ohio. I went south across the bridge into Kentucky. I slept at the travel lodge. It might have been a travel lodge. Yeah. And then I wandered into Cincinnati like a Wednesday. And I found the VA hospital where the Army guys I never even got an identification card. I had to stay. They gave me food stamps in Ohio 2013. I got my first food stamps in Ohio. No. That only lasted like 2 months. I didn't stay around and feast, but they have a lot of salt in their food. It tastes good. The food tastes like shit. I'd rather eat California food. They're all a bunch of Quakers who got lost. There is no indigenous people of Cincinnati. Okay. First of all, there's no indigenous people of Fort Pitt has been occupied longer by Americans than General Washington had to get the troops together in like 1789 to march into Pittsburgh to say, stop it, what's wrong with you, you know. They're still like that. They're mad. They have their state border, the Mason-Dixon line. Let's look at that. Yeah, the Mason-Dixon line, just because they name it after Mason and Dixie, it then those Mason motherfuckers, they want to move their border south. They think Washington is their land, Baltimore is their land. They think Delaware is their land. They think it's all their land. They're not indigenous to Delaware. They're not even indigenous to their own land. Those that Mason Dixon line. I tell you, I like Mason Rudolph, but they don't even want Mason Rudolph playing for them. They're like, they hate Mason because it means they can't move south. They got boxed in. They got borders. They're contained. It's like playing a Halo when you find the flood, Blanchester, Ohio. And is it a uranium mine? Is it I don't know. They do everything. They got lucky. They hit the gold mining jackpot. There's no gold in Ohio, but they found the uranium. What else they find in Blanchester? You're asking me about Blanchester? Never heard of it. I'm gonna search the web for Blanchester. I don't know much about Blanchester, Ohio. They take international missions. They man submarines. They play Halo on submarines. They don't own a PlayStation. Big Microsoft, Bethesda, Maryland, traders. They'd rather. They're the ones who defend Maryland. Boomer Esiason, Miami of Ohio. Check out Nolan Taylor right now. Nolan Taylor speedrun, NOLANTAYLOR. Is he a tailor-made man? Wikipedia. He has a Wikipedia page. Someday, no, he has his own website and no Wikipedia page. That must be incredibly sad. Look at my IMDb page. Nolan Taylor. Let me see his IMDb page. Taylor Nolan, the Bachelor. Obviously, that's a different guy. He has a wiki. What is he? I lived in Texas. I listened to Rush Limbaugh on the radio in 2004, Texas. That's all I had. I'm so poor. All I had was a Chevy Malibu with an FM radio. And right now, I got my Sony radio with the San Francisco. We're the last. Trumpet won't fuck with us. Okay, he can threaten like there's ice in the bay, but they're not. They do come. They filmed that movie Ice Cream folk. I'm a folk clown. Most amateur clowns use too much paint, and they leave nothing left for their audience imagination. You want to see how there's still a good sips in my drink. Many glug. I had 25 chugs already. See you in the funniest and famous Ted, dude. All other Teds. I subscribe to 20 and 30 and 50 channels named Ted. Is there any other Ted live? If Ted is live, I just show up in Ted chat and I say gang, 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 gang. I don't see you saying gang and your name ain't Ted. But when I show up in Teddy chat, I just say gang, gang, gang. Because there's more than you can't. Just because you see me doesn't mean I'm not the only one. You're a dime a dozen, Ryan. We got Ryan here. See Ryan in the funnies. Seacrest out. Thumbs down from Seacrest, Ryan Seacrest. Ryan Seacrest. We're dime a dozen. Like Ryan Seacrest. Seacrest is better than. You wish you were begging, like, please put me on that show. I bet you play single analog shooters with two thumbs. Ah, you're so good. You don't know how to use these fingers. You can't. Gamer, I'm practicing I'm gaming without gaming. I'm pressing imaginary keys. You hold W. You press and hold W, and then you just tap the A. Tap, hold up AS. You hold them down in combos. Here we go. We're doing a complex button. So we shorten the middle finger so it hits at the same time when I'm striking box. The last comment didn't appear. See, on my show it says, and you said I'm a no gamer dude, and you're no gamer dude comment. I still kids for kid. I like Cars for Kids. A lot of songs, but I can sing Cars for Kids. I sing something for Christmas carols. Ring, jing, jingling, ding, ding, dingling. Horses, 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 horses. Oh, what endeavor to go on a sleigh ride together with you. Ring, ding, dingling, ding, ding, dingling. Pony, 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 ponies. Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. Over the hills we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha. 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 Final Fantasy. I'm Titus. Fucking Titus, bro. Them Japanese people can't spell my name correctly. They were talking about Titus. Everybody knows if I'm Titus, bro. Titus 21:9 4K ultra wide remastered. In Japanese, they think I'm the hero of Final Fantasy X. Okay? I am the legendary. I have Jet Shot. The Jet. Tonight we watch the Jets lose. But Justin Fields one touchdown. Okay. I like Justin Fields. Now I'm finally. You spent the money on, bro. I dropped. I had 100,000. I spent 200K in SF, at least 200,000. I spent $200,000 in San Francisco on a 3,000-day vacation in a hotel body bag, where all my neighbors leave in a body bag, unless you're a Seahawks fan and you're willing to move north. You please? You mean drugs with a question? You mean press the button? Mute the microphone. Mute the microphone. Mute the microphone.
Teddy Belcher 4K Ultra Wide 21/9/2013. I got food stamps in Ohio. Teddy Belcher 4K Ultra Wide 20. 1. 9 Lane Masons trying to be hip. Ryan L. Blanchester O. Teddy Belcher 4K Ultra Wide 21. 9 is it uranium 9. Ryan L. Check out Nolan Taylor.
I'm on a salad speed run. Onion. 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 I'm trying to swallow the onion. I'm trying to swallow this onion while holding it. Usually you do this with a really long spaghetti trick. Oh, there's about right there. It's not long enough. It's just not long enough. Oniony. Onions make people fart. People don't say no onions on my burger. I always get onions. Always get onions. Never say no onions. Never said no onions in my life. Load me up with onions. Please unban me on Twitch, guys. I'm banned on Twitch, bro. I'm banned on Twitch, bro. I'm banned on Twitch. Say it 100 times. I'm still tasting. I still got that same onion. This cigarette is my stogie. I'll save that one and light a new one. Where's the packet? Where's the packet? Did I flick my pack up into the air like it was empty at 1:58? Is that possible? Yeah, it's possible because I didn't pick up a pack. It is 1:58 in the morning. I'm finally getting the 2 a.m. radio scores. Here we go. Hype radio.
Together and apart is the power of love.
The power of love. At Cole's nightclub. Yeah. Love has no labels. Are you trans? Leave a comment.
Mark Cuban's not owned. He doesn't run the Mavericks.
Dory would love to read it.
He has nothing to do with it. So ownership had to approve this. But now you're going to fire the guy that you gave.
He should be fired.
To making this deal. Now, the owner should say, hey, you know what? I hated firing him, and I'm partially
I had
to
to
believe
let
as
him
well.
go.
Okay, at least it takes some ownership, true ownership here. Now, would I have made the trade, trading away somebody like that?
28 years.
The Dan Patrick Show. Dan and the Danettes and you. Weekdays 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. When you're a couple, you're a team. I give you. It's Rob Parker. Let's just deal with the facts, not the feelings. It's Calvin Washington. That's right. Put your hands together. And they're the odd couple. Teaming up and making
Put your hood over your head.
most nights. I'm the poo-poo king. Oh, boy.
I want to hear what they have to say.
I'm not gonna lie, the chicks were clear. Listen to The Odd Couple every weekday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. FS1.
Looking for the one, what you looking at the one?
To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details. FS1.
Looking for the one, what you looking at the one?
Adam, I believe.
It's 95.7 The Game, KCFM and HD1 San Francisco. An Odyssey station.
Give me the score.
And here's what you need to know.
The New England Patriots won 8 in a row after defeating the Jets 27-14. Drake May completed 5 of 30 passes for 281 yards and a touchdown that went to Travion Henderson. 2 touchdowns on the ground. Just completed 15 of 26 passes for 115 yards and for 60 and a touchdown. To 2-8 in the NBA, the Raptors outscored the Cavaliers 126-15 and topped the Jazz 132-122. Where Jalen Johnson had 31 points, 18 rebounds, 14 assists, and 7 steals. And the Suns beat the Pacers 133-98. In the NHL, the Islanders beat the Golden Knights 4-3 in overtime. I'm Matthew Alaños.
Pay attention, you just may learn something.
The Kings beat the Raptors.
We begin with
Okay, they didn't want to say it. Even though the Kings beat Toronto in Toronto, even though the Raptors won. LA beat Toronto with a 1 goal in overtime. The Maple Leafs are 8-8. This is important, guys. They're gonna tell you about the Raptors all year, but there's 2 teams in Toronto, and the bimbo who doesn't get it thinks it's about reading off a sheet and not feeling the home team vibe of Toronto. Let's just click on Toronto real quick. Where they at with it? Second to last place in the Atlantic Division with 18 points. Last I swear, the Pittsburgh only had 19 points. Am I hallucinating? The competition is so bad. In the Metropolitan, the 21 points is the 3rd place team. First place is 25. 18 would still be the Blue Jackets, the only team in Ohio. 9-7. Dory pressed a bunch of buttons on my keys. That was nice. Thank you. We'll just hold down paid, scroll up to fix all Dory's mistakes. Dory's off this episode. 15 minutes. I'm looking at these league standings in hockey, and now my mouse cursor's so small. There it is. Checking out league standings. Nine teams ahead of Pittsburgh, 2 of them in Canada. Ottawa. Game played 18. The games played. I'm eyeballing this hockey season just to see where Pittsburgh ends up in the playoffs. I guess it could be their team captain. They got this guy who's been on the team over 15 years. He's so famous, I can't remember his name. Crosby. Now we talked a bunch of times. We talked about Bill Cosby today, right? So Pittsburgh still throws this name Cosby around. Sydney, sound fancy Australian name. He's born in the 80s. He's 38. What's his net worth? That's nothing. 75 million. That's nothing. Everybody in Pittsburgh is poor as shit. They were gonna wish they had a single toilet in San Francisco like I do. It was up the whole time. No respect for the. He's Canadian, trying to live in Pittsburgh. They never paid him shit. He's widely considered to be one of the greatest. 3 years of Pittsburgh not making the playoffs. It'd be 4 in a row. If the playoffs start now, who is in? Kings, Golden Knights, yeah. BetMGM 2026 NHL playoff posted yesterday. Penguins haven't played in a couple days, so I see the Penguins in their bracket versus the Hurricanes. So, I mean, the Hurricanes are obviously they're the defending champs, right? It's the Panthers. Get the Hurricanes mixed up because Miami Hurricanes and goddamn Carolina Hurricanes. Who the fuck? What kind of retard? This is why the NHL is a joke. Penguins Hurricanes is the projected matchup. I'll follow it all. I want to follow that all year. not look any more deeper into that website. I could scroll down, I won't comprehend it. Large bulk information comes at the top of the page when you load it. It's like a thumbnail. Don't watch the whole video. You see my thumbnails. Patriots sound good, so food right now. I will change the name of the, change it to good. With capital O's, because my cap lock says Patriots sound good, so good right now. I got 2 notifications. Is it? See content makers from ex-WoW players who are dabbling into games in this pre-midnight launch window. But now I see people playing, like Roseberry playing a prot warrior on the midnight beta, but she's a retail hunter. There's no established, nothing. I'm going to click on Silver Wings. He's deep into Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Get an ad for Pacific Gas and Electric. It looks like Simple History. Bodies. Any percent eat more salad speed run. Because there's black olives. Is that a black olives? And that's what in California we have these. This is the salmon, tomato, iceberg, red pepper, onion, cucumber, green leaf, more lettuce, keep the cheeks full, bell pepper, lettuce, tomato, bell pepper, the rare green olive, which is a filler olive they put in the olive mix. Never been. This is switch dishes. I have this salad, and I have this salad. And I am afraid of all the vegetables. So we see a tomato, a spinach. I'm pulling out a spinach from underneath the couscous. And 2 spinach come off. Here's the white sauce. You see the cucumber, there's cucumber here. I don't want to, okay. Fine. For your cucumber fans, we dip the cucumber in the flavor. Can't taste the thing. This is like a carrot thing. We just passed 1 hour and one. Brother, I'm living a good life. Get a 20% battery warning. I'm pulling out strange black vegetables. the black thing inside my salad. Let's dip it in the what? Enjoy flavor. Just think about flavor. Now we think about this funky looking vegetable. What is this one? A miniature green tomato. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. It's a strange food in San Francisco, guys. Totally out of touch. Do I have to read? Because I'm not getting notifications. Gonna click this thing twice. Quick fix. My comment. I can wrap my episode. 214. I want to. There's this couscous. Okay. I don't have a fork ready. There's no fork in here. So we have to craft the fork. Okay, it's like Minecraft. We made a fork from the lid. And you get these pebble things. It's like boba tea, but a dinner. You don't want to mix it with sugar and caffeine tea. We're eating this boba. I don't really care for it, but it swallows good. You don't need to chew it. So that's good shit. So unbelievably satisfying. The quality of food. Now if you try to pay good money, but food is way better when you don't pay for it. Look at that tomato. Cucumber. Tomato. Bell pepper. On a sparse day, I could just use this letter to spruce up my beans. This letter, I would just take this to the kitchen. Make sure I don't miss any tomatoes. Can't believe I smoked my whole pack. I got the warning on the battery, and I didn't gain a sub this episode. I thought for sure gonna hit 1666. Nobody wants to see that. Okay. There's one stogie in there. We can burn this boy. You know that boy that got some burn left on it. Let's listen what the radio is saying.
In the field, so they could practice without breaking their ankles, because the fields were so crappy, right? And so, again, these guys would brag about roach-infested facilities and ice baths colder than the Arctic. And now these dudes today, like they melt like a stick of butter. If they had to have a warehouse job or drive an 18-wheeler like a lot of you boys are doing right now, oh my God. They wouldn't last one day.
See next episode.
One day, and the
owners, they look bad all right, fighting to stop a report card